And welcome back. It's day 6 of Throne of Eldraine previews. We're in that point now where it's not a lot of previews being spoiled per day. I think we got a total of, like 10 or 11, or no, not even like 8 or 9. So we got a few tellings of the Jack and the Beanstalk tale. We got the Bartered Cow, the cow that's sold for the Magic Beans, which is a 1 white, 3 of any color, ox. Excuse me. Ox. 3/3 creature, common. When it dies or when you discard it, create a food token. So either way, you're basically getting something for this creature dying. So it's not a bad card. Again, food is okay. It's kind of a less than great clue. Clues drew you cards, which is pretty good. This gets you life, which if you're down or if you got crit blockers, some food giving you some extra life, not terrible. Especially if you don't have anything better to play that turn. And food can be used in conjunction with a lot of cards in the set. Giant Opportunity, which is 1 green, 2 of any color, for a sorcery, which is uncommon. You may sacrifice 2 foods. If you do, create a 7/7 green giant creature token. Otherwise, you create 3 food token. You're getting something regardless. Now, if you're already in the food deck, you create some like the Gilded Goose is a perfect example of a card this goes really well with. And I think that's intentional because that's part of the actual Jack and the Beanstalk story. Then you can easily get this to a 7/7, frankly, on turn 3, which is kind of scary when you actually think about it. Otherwise, you still get 3 food, which is great, and goes great in conjunction with some of the other ones, like the 7/6 troll, the green one. I think that was a 7/6. The big troll that can generate with food. You can get a use out of that. So there's uses with this card, definitely. I do like it. Tall as a Beanstalk. 1 green, 3 of any color for a common aura. Enchant creature gets +3/+3, has reach, and is a giant in addition to its other types. And essentially, you can make a giant whatever the hell you want. Giant dwarf noble, like in this next card we'll see here, sure. Giant ox, great. Giant squirrel, abso-freaking-lutely. Giant lizard wizard. Giant merfolk lizard wizard. Elf lizard wizard, that was it. Giant elf lizard merfolk, or giant elf lizard wizard. Just saying those things are fun. So create all the freaking creature types you want, man. Overall, as a card, it's big, but it's a good card. It's giving reach, which is a relevant ability, particularly in a set with a lot of small flyers. +3/+3 is no joke for boosting, and giant is going to be a relevant type, at least in this set. Torbran, Thane of Redfell. 3 red, 1 of a color for a 2/4 legendary dwarf noble. If a red source you control would deal damage to an opponent or a permanent opponent controls, it deals that much +2 instead. I mean, you could use it in a multicolor deck, but obviously you're going to get the most benefit out of the mono red. As far as that goes, this guy's going to have a home in a couple of my decks. The fact is, all you're saying is, okay, no matter a red source is dealing, your Blightning Bolt is dealing 5 to a creature, or 5 to a player, your, what's the morbid one? I have a bunch of them, and they're great. The one that's 2, I think it's for 2, you deal 3, or if you do morbid, you do 5. I love the card, it's a great card. But instead if you do 5, you're doing 7. With that 7 one, the one that costs 7, you're doing 9 instead. Dude, this is just a fantastic card for red decks. It's just a great card for red decks. I love it. And it looks like Gimli too, which is really good. Archon of Absolution, another Archon, surprisingly, we got more than one. 1 white, 3 of any color for I'm guessing this is uncommon. I'll have to check. There's no image for this one. I'll have to check on that later. I'm thinking it's uncommon, but it could be a rare. But given the power, toughness, and overall effect, I think it's uncommon. It's definitely not common. 1 white, 3 of any color for a 3/2 flying Archon. It has protection from white. That's why I'm thinking it's at least uncommon. Maybe a rare. Creatures can't attack you or planeswalker you control unless their control pays 1 of any color for each of those creatures. It's a good stall card plus protection against white. Which really, you know what? I'm gonna have to check on that before the videos. You know what? I'm gonna check on that right now. Actually, is this a rare card or an uncommon card? Because this sounds, frankly, like a bit more of an uncommon card, but I'm not going to be surprised if it's rare. It's pushing its rarity, that's for certain. And there's a new card. There's a couple new cards spoiled that aren't even up. Yeah, I'll have to get to these in just a second. Where's my new Archon here? Archon Solution. This is a So it's an uncommon card. Okay, it is an uncommon card. So we have then Drown in the Loch. This is a great card. 1 blue, 1 black. Instant, uncommon. Choose one. Target spell with converted mana cost equal to or less, less than or equal to the number of cards in the graveyards is countered, or target creature is with converted mana cost equal to or less than the amount of cards in a controller's graveyard is destroyed. As long as you're getting cards in their graveyard, this thing will kill or counter whatever they have. This is fantastic in a black-blue deck, and specifically in the mill deck. This is a great card. I love this card. Ardendale Paladin, 1 white, 3 of any color. For a human knight, common, 2/5 with adamant, at least 3 white mana. It comes out a +1 counter, making it a 3/6 for 4. Actually not terrible. Rally of the Throne, 1 white, 2 of any color for an uncommon, instant, white, instant uncommon. Create 2 1/1 human creature tokens. And if at least 3 white mana are played, you gain 1 life for each creature you control, meaning you gain at least 2 and you get 2. Not bad, especially if you got a lot of creatures. Linden, the Steadfast Queen, 3 white, 3/3, vigilance, rare. Whenever a white creature you control attacks, you gain 1 life. It's okay. You're getting at least 1 life with her, so it's all right. It's not amazing, but it's all right. Sir Alan, the Lion Claws. Oh, that's a new one. 3 white, 3 of any color for a 4/4 human knight. Uncommon, first strike. When it attacks, other creatures you control get +1/+1. Decent. It's a 4/4 for 5 with first strike. That's good. So yeah, honestly, it's not bad. Not bad at all. And then it's pumping other creatures. Last but not least, we have because they said there's like mono mythic cycle of artifacts that represent legendary artifacts within Arthurian lore. And I guess they each have reduction costs to them. So they're all tied together. So Cauldron of Eternities is 2 black, 10 of mana of any color for a mythic rare artifact, legendary artifact. Costs 2 less to cast for each card and creature card in your graveyard. Not hard to do in some decks. Whenever a creature you control dies, put it on the bottom of its owner's library. You may pay 2 of any color, 1 black, tap this card, pay 2 life, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield, activate it only when you activate a sorcery. Can I really say anything else on this card? This is a good card. A lot of people, I prefer a milling your opponent strategy, but a lot of people like the self-mill strategy. And trust me, this is a card that rewards the self-mill strategy. This is going to be bomb in Commander. So it's it's a good card. And it's just great art, too. Cauldron Skiff, 1 black, 4 of any color. Sorcery, uncommon. You may choose a creature card from your graveyard. If you do, return it to the battlefield with an additional +1 counter. Now, if at least 3 black spell mana was cast, play it. Put the top 4 cards of your library into your graveyard first. Interesting, which means you then get the 4 cards. You get a creature in there, and then you can possibly return a creature to the grave, from the grave with a +1 counter on there. Could get interesting. There's some cool combat tricks there. And then forever young, I wanna be forever young. You know so many jokes are going to be made on that expense. 1 black, 1 of any color for a common sorcery. Put any number of target creature cards from your graveyard to the top of your library and draw a card. That rewards you for the Cauldron Gift or the Cauldron of Eternity. Look, I keep saying, every now and then I'll say, this is a set I want to get a box of. This is probably a set I'm going to want to get a box of. There's a lot of good stuff in it. I love all 3 of the Planeswalkers. All the mythic artifacts are bomb. Most of the mythic creatures are great. There's a couple cards I'm a little meh on, but you know what? There's enough cards here. I don't care. So overall, I'm digging this. I'm digging this set. I'm loving this set, honestly. Not my favorite. I loved War of the Spark. I'm really liking this, but I'm digging it. I'm digging it. So that was day 6. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll be back tomorrow with day 7 of previews. Keep your eyes out for those. Plus, it's the week of What If, and I'll have a Lantern Course video tomorrow. So keep your eyes out for that as well. Till then, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. See you next time.